to me, drumming now is what guitars were in the 80s.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, you see some of these guys, the Tim Youngs of the world or the Gene Hoglan's of the world. And I mean, you even look at guys like Dave Lombardo and you're like, okay, not as good as the new crowd. And believe me, I'm a Slayer guy. I love Dave Lombardo. But, but it's like Dave Lombardo would not be able to do what Tim Young does.
It's
crazy.
A different school. It's different. Yeah, and I think, as you said, I actually discussed it with some teachers at the school. Even though they don't play the drums, they very often watch drum videos on YouTube because I think it's also a way of drums. You can actually understand that this is really complicated to do. You don't have to be a musician. Even my parents can understand. You know, like this is probably not easy to play on drums, is it? And no, you're right, it's not. So I think that, in a way, I think it's very true that the drum community has become what guitar playing was in the 80s. I think that's very true. And when this new breed of metal drummers, you know, like Matt Garskow plays with Animals as leader, Alex Rudinger, you know, and Sebastian Lancer, there are some, it's just insane what they, I mean, not only for speed and metal drumming, but all the polyrhythmic stuff they know. It's just a new level, you know. For me, it's the same thing when I heard the Death album Human in 1991 for the first time, and Sean Rayner played drums on it, you know, and it blew me away, and the rest of the metal world too, of course, because nobody had really played that well on a metal album, not death metal or thrash metal. I mean, so I think that's what's happening again. It's all these totally, I mean, awesome musicians, you know, and it's not few of them. There are so many.
Right.
and I think it's good for me. Like, I'm the old school guy more, and you know, and then, I mean, growing up with Lombardo and stuff like that, you know. So I think but I think it's very cool because it also makes me want to push my, you know, drumming a bit, you know. And that goes for for everybody in the band.